Hi guys, and as you can see, I am today going to be uploading the answers to topic 11 problem solving page 75. And the answers have been uploaded, but I just want to look closely at them with you. So if 20 Brita is 1 Brito and 20 Brito is equal to 1 Britine, therefore 20 by 20 is 400. So 400 Brita is equal to 1 Britine. And then if you multiply that by 20 again, because you want 20 Britine, you 20, so that's 400 by 20 is 8,000. Therefore, 8,000 Brita is equal to 1 Britier. Now you might have to go back and play this over again and listen to it, and you'll understand. It's 20 by 20 by 20. That's basically it to establish how many Brita or in 1 Britier. Now here's the next one. The first term in a sequence is 1/10. The third term in the sequence is 1/5. Now I said to you, would you find a common denominator? That was my hint. But you have to remember, you have term 1 is 1/10. Term 2 is x. I'm putting in x. You can put in a, b, c, whatever you want. It just means it's unknown. We don't know what the second term is, but we do know what the third term is. So I could see that if you do a 10th and the middle x and the 5th, if you got the common denominator of 20, well, 1/10, how many tenths are in 20? So 10 to 20, 2 20ths. And then how many fifths go into 20? That's 4, are equivalent to 20. How many 20ths are equivalent to a fifth? Apologies. That's 4 20ths. So you have 2 20ths. Therefore, the x is 3 20ths, and then you have 4 20ths. Now, if you don't believe me, go back over it again. If you break 2 20ths down, you get a 10th, and then you have 3 20ths. And then if you break 4 20ths down, 4 into 4 goes once, 4 into 20 goes 5 times. So you have 1/10, 3 20ths, and 1/5, or as a common denominator, 2 20ths, 3 20ths, and 4 20ths, QED. How many different ways can Ursula dress? She has a red dress, red, red, black, 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 green, green, green. So that's 3 by 3 by 3, because she can do combination, putting the red dress with the black belt. Now, it sounds horrific, but she can. She'll have, these mathematicians don't have any colour sense. But anyway, so you have 27. But if you introduce another purple dress, that's the purple dress by the purple belt and purple shoes, there's another combination. So that's 27 by 3, and you end up with 81. So there's 81 total combinations in which Ursula can dress, albeit very undesirable. So the puzzle here, and I said to you guys I would upload the answer for you. What I did was, and I'm showing you here now, I worked out the colour of the house first. That's the way I sorted it out, because I felt there was a lot more information being given about the colour. And I got the first 3 guys first, the Norwegian, the Dane and the Brit. I got the yellow, blue and red first, and I knew that the green was directly to the left of the white. And using all the information, I established that the Brit, the house, the red house was in the middle, and the red house belongs to the Brit. And then, guys, I found the nationality of the houses. I said 1 to 3 first. Then I filled in the food and drink, which I connected up. And I found out that the strawberries and juice were belonging to the Swedes. And then the pets was really a process of elimination, basically, because the horses were next to the person who drank water and so forth. Guys, it's just basically reading the information, doing the connections. There's no science. It's just trying to interpret the word puzzle, and you do end up seeing that the German has a fish, the Swede had a dog, which we were told, the bird, the guy who ate cheese wouldn't he have bird? The guy who eats cake lives next to the guy with the birds, isn't that right? You see, it's just I know the guy who eats cake lives next to the guy with the cats, yeah. And the horses was next to the water and so forth. It's just a means of putting each piece of information in the correct column. And the more information you add to the columns, the more you realise that it's easier to fill in the remainder of the column. Okay, guys? But I would always start, I've given you the hint, start with the colour. So you can read that in front of you. I've also uploaded a pic of it as well. And we'll see you next week, guys. I'm going to be going on to capacity next week. And I think that's our final concept in this book. It's going to be a bit of a challenge considering we don't have the materials around in the classroom and working together. But we'll see how we go with you guys at home. If you have any containers, etc., it might be of help. But at this stage, your capacity should be mainly a little bit more abstract than it was in third, fourth and fifth, where it was much more concrete. We're kind of now at this stage veering towards abstract thought processes. Anyway, guys, talk to you on Monday and have a lovely weekend. And just go over this if you don't understand, and use the information to go back and see for yourselves how easy it was to establish who lived where and who was the guy who had the pet fish. And it is when you go slowly through it, when you take the piece of information and put them in the correct columns. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.